is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us. The COVID-19 vaccine trial at UW Hospital just started, and now it's on hold.
The company that created the vaccine, AstraZeneca, made the decision. We've just learned it's because of a suspected serious adverse reaction for a participant in the United Kingdom. Amanda Quintana joins us now with more details. Amanda?
Just last Wednesday, UW Health began vaccinating the first participants. The plan was to get 1,600 participants, but now the trial is on pause, and we're not sure for how long. An AstraZeneca spokesperson told Health publication Stat that their standard review process triggered the pause. We don't know yet what the reaction was that one person had that triggered this. Dr. Jeff Pothoff, UW Health's chief quality officer, was the first person to get the vaccine here in Madison. He says the next day he had mild chills and a headache, but feels great now and is not worried.
All these groups, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna, they have incredible attention to safety. So if there's any whisper or a wisp of something that would have gone wrong, or sometimes it's just related to regulatory issues, there's so much paperwork and I's dotted, T's crossed, that they would stop the trial temporarily while they figure something out.
He says it is very common for trials to be temporarily interrupted like this. As of now, AstraZeneca has not said when the trial will continue. We asked UW Health how many people have gotten the vaccine in Madison so far, but they did not know that number. At UW, enrollment has stopped, and people who were scheduled to get the vaccine this week have been contacted, and their appointments have been canceled.
Amanda, thank you. A cool and rainy Tuesday. We could see the chilly temperatures stick around for at least another day. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, Charlotte, the clouds and the rain really have held temperatures down. You can see how widespread the cloud cover is across southern Wisconsin. Just not any sun anywhere around. And as far as the rain is concerned, at this point, it looks like there's a band of showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm moving through the Madison area. That's been north and west of Madison this afternoon, but it's slowly starting to sag toward the south and east. So the rain will continue through the overnight hours and probably through the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Temperatures have dropped to a 50 in Madison, still 55 in Janesville, where the rain hasn't started yet, but to the north and west, where it has been raining, temperatures are in the upper 40s. These temperatures will hold nearly steady through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. In fact, that high of 53 could set a record for the coldest high temperature for the date. The record right now, 57, set back in 1917. But good news, we will see our temperatures moderate toward the end of the week. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. There are some Madison students who get to go to school this year, but it's still nothing like the real thing.
Today, MMSD's first day was mostly online. Jamie Perez gives us a glimpse inside an elementary school where she found how different this year is going to be.
Well, the first day of school is usually filled with loud noises, kids shuffling in between classes, but this year it looks and sounds a little different. This year it's silent in an empty building as students start their first day of virtual learning.
It was strangely quiet inside Lowell Elementary this morning.
It's different, I tell you that. It's been a different experience.
Dr. Tremaine Clarity said elementary schools across the Madison Metropolitan School District look similar, mostly empty.
What we miss most is like that personal interaction where, you're so accustomed to high fives and fist bumps.
This building normally holds about 350 students. Now it only has about 30 spread out inside.
I'm going to call who's ever sitting the quietest and keep it a calm body.
These students are part of the MSCR program offered for families who can't leave their kids at home, but they're still socially distant from their friends and instructors.
The fall reentry has been solid on point. We have a tremendous teaching staff, that have worked so hard throughout the summer and beyond to prepare for the reentry of our students. So there may be some minor hiccups here and there, but overall, we're very, very pleased.
Today was just the first day of mostly virtual instruction. Teachers and students both working from home. Something Dr. Clarity says is so far so good.
A lot of smiles across the screens, and that's what we're most happy to see. The students are resilient.
Even though we can't hear or see that resilience in these hallways this year, Dr. Clarity is confident that the hopeful success of virtual learning will speak for itself.
To continue to accelerate instruction, we're going to accelerate engagement, and we were really intentional about making sure that our most marginalized families got special attention, and we're very proud of the work that we've done to prepare our students for this year. We're going to have a great year.
Now, everyone is hopeful that the virtual learning program will have smooth sailing for as long as this continues until they have to reevaluate how they want to proceed with the school year in a few months. Reporting outside Lowell Elementary in Madison, I'm Jamie Perez.
And of course, this was just day one of the school year. We will follow the challenges and successes faced as the year continues.
Earlier today, students from the Verona Area School District had a little trouble with an internet connection that impacted district-issued iPads. According to a note from the district, there was a problem with a web filter software on the devices. That has since now been fixed. The problem prevented some students from being able to access the internet. One Verona parent told us they felt helpless.
When the system crashed, we just had to wait. Right, so there was nothing we can do about that. In terms of the DSL, I've been using my cell phone to do calls or to use as a hotspot. We're trying to just have the kids rotate using the system. So we're trying to be creative, but we really don't have a solution.
Well, Verona is one of the state's 30 largest public districts. More than 5,700 students were enrolled in that district last year.
We're seeing that adjusting to virtual learning can be tough for teachers, students, and parents alike.
Well, that's why the Urban League is offering a Parents Academy with its first virtual meeting tonight. Maddie O'Neill live from home with how it can help. Maddie?
Well, helping your child with virtual classes or dealing with technology when it fails and there's no one there to help you can make learning at home feel really isolating. The Urban League of Greater Madison's workshop tonight will have experts offering help, answering parents' questions. The CEO and president of the Urban League says he recognizes this is new for everyone, and he wants to make sure it's accessible to everyone, making sure that disparities that students in poverty or racial minorities face don't widen during all of this. So again, that workshop is tonight. It's on Zoom starting at 6:30 with more workshops planned in the future. You can find more information on the Urban League's website.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Teachers in Madison expect to cover your traditional courses, but the district realizes it simply cannot ignore the issues so many face right now. Superintendent Dr. Carlton Jenkins joined our News 3 Now morning crew this morning. He recognized there are many opportunities to help children grasp current events, including the fight for racial equality and how they're impacting student lives.
So as a result, we've set up teams in our schools, advisees, and where we're going to be particularly looking at our students as we're delivering our instruction to see if students actually have some of those needs that a teacher could identify, or even a parent. If you know that your child's having a challenge, please contact us. We're very concerned about making sure that all of our students' social-emotional needs are being met and their mental health needs are being met during this time.
Now, to see that full interview with Dr. Jenkins, you can head to our website, channel3000.com.
State and county health officials have confirmed 720 new cases of COVID-19 throughout the state today. That is a considerable increase from Monday's 581. According to the State Department of Health Services, the 7-day average of new cases is now at 842. Wisconsin health officials have confirmed a lifetime total of 82,500 plus cases, with about 9.9% of those still active. While only just over 4,000 were tested since Monday afternoon, the positive percentage of new COVID-19 tests jumped by more than 7 percentage points to 17.6%. Today's percentage has raised the 7-day rolling average to 11.3%.
Madison's mayor thinks she knows exactly what's causing so many college students to test positive for COVID-19, and in her mind, it's preventable. The University of Wisconsin's dashboard shows 978 students have tested positive since early August. There were more than 400 new cases just over this past weekend. Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway says the data points to social gatherings being the root cause. She is disappointed students are putting fun before others' health and safety.
Let's be frank, it's parties, right? It's people getting together to socialize and not taking the necessary precautions. And so, I don't think it's classes that aren't safe. I don't think it's people necessarily going to work that's not safe. I think that it's people who are being irresponsible.
Now, the city and county don't have any control over the university. Rhodes-Conway and Dane County Executive Joe Parisi don't know what number it would take to actually close campus. Now, we have asked the UW, but have not yet gotten an answer.
The Rock County Public Health Department says they have been notified of positive COVID-19 cases in area schools there. Health officials say they're in the process of contacting each person who tested positive and their close contacts, but they say that there is no evidence at this time to suggest that any of these cases were obtained in schools. Health officials have not released a list of schools where students who have tested positive attend. As children return to school and COVID-19 is still ongoing, doctors are reminding the public to get their flu shot. Doctors at UW Health say despite physical and social distancing and virtual learning, children are still vulnerable to influenza. Doctors say this year is more important because COVID-19 symptoms and flu symptoms are similar. Doctors are telling people ages 6 months and older to get their flu shot as soon as possible.
What the CDC and everybody else has agreed is that getting your vaccine in September, October is the optimal time to do it. You know, we know that flu season tends to usually peak sometime in December, January, February. But, you know, as we say in flu, like you've seen one flu season, you've seen one flu season. And so we don't know which year is going to be the year we get an early season. And so ideally, we get as many people immunized as possible in September, October.
As of February 23, 2020, UW Health saw 821 cases of pediatric influenza for the 2019-2020 flu season. This is compared to the 2018-2019 season when UW Health had only confirmed 76 pediatric influenza cases within the same time frame. There's more to come tonight on News 3 Now at 6. Up next, the task force aimed to address racial disparities in Wisconsin has a new co-chair. We'll tell you who and how you can be on the task force.
And there's more local news ahead tonight. Why Michael's Frozen Custard on Monroe Street is closing yet again. We'll have more on that story tonight. Join us for News 3 Now at 10.
Let us help you create your family's recipe for health. SSM Health and News 3 Now are making it easy by putting all the ingredients right at your fingertips. With topics like healthy habits, nutrition, and mental well-being, there's something for everyone. Visit Channel 3000's Time for Kids page for advice from SSM Health experts. And catch fresh and informative reports on News 3 Now.
Take time for kids with SSM Health and News 3 Now.
Hey, Culligan, got a water pitcher for the fam. Pretty safe, huh?
Well, basic water pitchers are passable, whereas a Culligan reverse osmosis system can reduce lead, arsenic, pesticide runoff.
It's not going fast enough. Just done with that.
Get a great-looking lawn with Schultz Grass Seed from Menards. 3-pound bags of Sun and Shade, Hardy Lawn, Shady Lawn, or high-traffic lawn seed cover up to 2,000 square feet. $7.99 each after 11% rebate. Attract a wide variety of birds to your yard with Enchanted Garden Wild Bird Food. A 40-pound bag is $8.89 after 11% rebate. Save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Replacing your windows with Renewal by Andersen is easy. We're here when you need us, and we'll work with you the way you want. We can inspect your windows from the exterior of your home. And when it's time to install your new windows, we complete most jobs in as little as 1 day, minimizing the amount of time in your home. Our teams take health and safety seriously. It's the kind of experience you've come to expect from the Renewal by Andersen name, and the promise you deserve with our signature service.
Madison Representative Sheila Stubbs is the new co-chair of the Speaker's task force addressing racial disparities in the state. She and the other co-chair, Representative Jim Steineke, told reporters today they hope to have solutions to some of our state's equity problems by January. That would allow the new legislature to take immediate action. The task force still needs community members, nonprofit leaders, and police officers to fill out its ranks. If you're interested in being part of the task force, information on how to apply is on our website.
A teenager accused of killing a Fitchburg teen is heading to trial. Court records show the court denied a motion to transfer 16-year-old Mygie Sanders his case to juvenile court today, so he is headed to trial in adult court. Sanders charged with first-degree intentional homicide and attempted armed robbery in the death of the 17-year-old Shay Watson. Watson found dead at a home in Fitchburg back in August of 2019. Sanders told detectives he owed Watson $100 for marijuana.
A suspended Milwaukee police officer pleaded not guilty to reckless homicide in the death of a man during a fight at the off-duty officer's home in April. Attorneys for Michael Mattioli entered the plea during an arraignment held virtually Tuesday in Milwaukee County Circuit Court. The 32-year-old officer is accused of using a chokehold on Joel Acevedo during this fight, causing his death 6 days later. Defense attorney Michael Hart says Mattioli will argue self-defense. Ahead on News 3 now at 6, State Street Brats has set a reopening date. We'll tell you when that is.
And a rainy and chilly Tuesday could stay that way for a little while. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has more ahead in your First Warn forecast.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
It's easy to update your home at the Brothers Maine Labor Day Super Sale. Saving is easier on tons of great brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And Maine makes getting more easier with up to 18 months of 0% financing. Want even more easy? Select items include free delivery through Monday. That's the More Store. The Labor Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more easy. Hurry in and see today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the fun is. For a limited time only, get the Combo Magnifico Pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Lawless criminals terrorize Kenosha. Joe Biden takes a knee. Biden and the radical left's weak response has led to chaos and violence, and their calls for defunding police would make it worse. President Trump is making it stop, sending National Guard and federal law enforcement to protect Wisconsin's families. Communities, not criminals. Jobs, not mobs. Strong leadership when America needs it most.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
It's Steinhaffel's biggest Labor Day sale ever. Save 35 to 65% store-wide, plus incredible specials priced to sell out, like any size Sealy, $99. Save over $1,800 on this two-piece sectional with free ottoman, priced to sell out, $799. Plus amazing deals on all of our dining and bedroom furniture. Get special financing for 60 months and free in-carton shipping. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses, and it's all on sale during Steinhaffel's biggest Labor Day sale ever.
After announcing it is closing on Sunday, a popular State Street sports bar says it'll reopen this week.
State Street Brats announced on its Facebook page that it will be reopening tomorrow. The Post said that the days off allowed for their staff to get tested for COVID-19 and for them to clean. They will be opening tomorrow for dine-in, carry-out, and delivery on all platforms. State Street Brats also announced they will be shipping their red brats and cheese curds nationwide. To order the Wisconsin favorites, just head to statestreetbrats.com.
We're flirting with some record territory. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti in our First Warn forecast. Gary?
Yeah, not the kind of records we want to set. We're setting, could be close to setting records for the coldest high temperature for the day, as readings have not really gotten out of the lower 50s, and we'll have to see how warm we actually got today. But three things you need to know in the forecast. The rain will continue for tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night before breaking up a bit for Thursday and Friday. Chilly conditions. Tomorrow's high temperature expected to be 53 degrees. The record lowest high temperature for tomorrow is 57, set back in 1917. So we could be breaking a record that goes back over a century. And then while the rain chances go down, the clouds will still linger for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures at least should be back into the 60s. Over the last 24 hours, you can see down to the south, about 1 to 2 inches of rain down toward the Illinois state line, about a ½ inch to an inch further north north toward Madison, and then out toward Prairie du Chien and Richland Center, and then north and east of Madison, that's where the lesser amounts of rain have fallen. But you can see on high-resolution radar, now some of that rain starting to shift in those areas that have not seen as much rain over the last 24 hours. And occasionally you'll see a flash of lightning in there. For the most part, these are just rain showers and steady light rain. A little wider radar perspective shows more thunderstorms downstream into parts of Iowa. So again, we can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm tonight or tomorrow, but most of us will just see rain and a steady rain at that. Future track precipitation through early Thursday morning, probably an additional ½ inch to maybe up to an inch of rain over southern Wisconsin. A couple of places may pick up more than an inch if you get caught underneath the thunderstorm. Some areas south and east of Madison might see a little bit less than that, but again, for the most part, I don't think this is going to be a flooding situation. I think the rain will be tolerated pretty well. But on future track, you just see the waves of showers and isolated thunderstorms moving on through Wednesday night. Now, as we head into Thursday morning, the next batch of rain, the other computer models keep this farther out to the west. The future track computer model brings it a little more into southwestern Wisconsin. We'll have to see if that holds out. And then on Friday, we'll see chances for showers. I think the better chances will be late in the afternoon into Friday night. But again, we'll just have to wait and see where they kind of line up. Weather track right now shows this band of showers moving through. Look at the snow over parts of Colorado, where yesterday they saw temperatures in the 90s. In fact, take a look at the surface weather map. This front divides temperatures that are much warmer to the south and west to the cooler and less humid, or not less humid, but rainier air to the north. If you look at the temperatures across the Midwest right now, 50s and 40s, 80s on the other side of that front. Look at Denver. They're at 34 degrees. Compared to 24 hours ago, their temperatures dropped almost 50 degrees. That is a sharp cold front. But fortunately for us, our weather not quite as dramatic as it was out west. But still, more rain in the forecast for tomorrow. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm. High temperature at 53. Rainfall amounts, again, about a ½ inch or so, maybe up to an inch in some spots through Thursday morning. The 7 to 10 day forecast, lesser chances for rain Thursday and Friday. Can't rule out some rain, but at least the chances go down. Saturday, they come back up, but then dry weather expected for next week. High temperatures in the lower 70s, nighttime low temperatures in the 50s. Much more comfortable.
Gary, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 6. Up next, a key piece to the Packers offense. Could be getting a new deal soon. We'll tell you who that is next at 6.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Lately, we've come to appreciate what home has to offer. Right now at Feldco, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll help keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. That's something we've been providing for almost 50 years. Let Feldco get you ready for colder weather. Buy one window, get one free now.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
It's Slumberland's huge Labor Day sale. Now is the time to focus on your home for less. Get this stylish, comfy sectional for just $9.98 and get the storage ottoman free. Or an incredible price on this highly recommended Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $4.49. If you've been waiting for our very best deals, this is it. And get free shipping with no minimum. You don't want to miss this one. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Families are reeling right now, enduring illness, losing their employers' plans in droves. They need lifelines now. My plan lowers healthcare costs, gets us universal coverage quickly when Americans desperately need it. This is my promise to you. When I'm president, I will take care of your healthcare coverage and your family the same way I would my own. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Don't miss these great deals at Govan Cars Grand Opening Sale. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras, and Kia Fortes for only $99.95 or $159 per month.
That's right. Buy a 2017 Nissan Sentra, Hyundai Elantra, or Kia Fortes for only $99.95 or $159 per month. So just hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Govan.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Govan.
You gotta go
everyone. Hattie says Wednesday is going to be another chilly morning. She'll let us know when things start to warm up a little in her first warn forecast.
And we are keeping a close eye on coronavirus cases on the UW campus and how local officials are responding.
See you Wednesday.
It's win or go home time for the Milwaukee Bucks once again to take on the Miami Heat. This is Game 5 ongoing right now, the Eastern Conference semifinals. They're doing it without their star player, too. Giannis sitting out tonight with that right ankle sprain, and they're down 3-1 against the Heat right now. Actually, the Heat have just hit a couple of threes, and they're within 5, 30-25, as they've just gotten underway in the second quarter. The Bucks' Chris Middleton leads all scorers with 9 points. Milwaukee shot almost 53% in the first quarter. We'll see how this goes for the remaining almost 3 quarters, and a full recap tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Sit back and relax, Eric. I got this. We are just 5 days away from the Packers returning to the field for their season opener against the Vikings, and Green Bay is looking to keep one of their offensive weapons for a while. NFL Network is reporting that running back Aaron Jones is in talks with Green Bay about a new deal. Jones says that his agent is working on this new deal while he focuses on football. The 25-year-old had a breakout 2019 season. He rushed for over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. Jones added 49 receptions for 474 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. The Brewers have announced they are releasing first baseman Justin Smoak after designating him for assignment. The 33-year-old played in 33 games for the Brewers this season. He was hitting 186 with 5 home runs.
Political leaders from 6 states, including Wisconsin, sent letters to the Big Ten commissioner urging the conference to reconsider postponing the football season. That letter, written on the letterhead of Michigan House Speaker Lee Chatfield, also signed by Assembly Speaker Robin Voss of Wisconsin and State Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald. The letter says, quote, "These athletes are losing a vital part of student life and becoming less marketable to future employers with each passing week. Additionally, our local universities stand to lose hundreds of millions of dollars that support vital student scholarships. In the past month or so, Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields started a petition seeking a reversal. Parents of players held a protest outside Big Ten headquarters, and 8 Nebraska players filed a lawsuit." And while the Big Ten football season is still in question, the Badger football program continuing to prepare for the future. Just about an hour ago, offensive lineman Nolan Rucci verbally committed to Wisconsin's 2021 class. According to 247 Sports, Rucci's a 5-star offensive tackle out of Lidditz, Pennsylvania. 6'8" Rucci, considered the 5th best offensive tackle in the country. He had some big offers, picking Wisconsin over Clemson, Penn State, Alabama, and Notre Dame. Rucci's dad played 7 years in the NFL. His brother Hayden, by the way, currently a tight end for the Badgers.
2 Wisconsin Badgers are headed to New York City to participate in a big wrestling match. Former Wisconsin Badger and current assistant coach for the Badgers, Seth Gross, will take on world bronze medalist Joe Colin on September 17th at Beat the Streets. Gross is a former NCAA champion for South Dakota State. Along with Gross, current Badger heavyweight Trent Hilger will face Big Ten rival Gable Stevenson of Minnesota. Hilger and Stevenson have met before. Stevenson has won both matches.
Charlie, you're going to do more sports, whether you like it or not. You're going to be doing more. Well
just
done.
Watch out.
Can't I do something?
Gary is stuck permanently in weather, especially when the weather is this bad, Gary.
I'd want to do something other than weather, especially with all this rain here. I mean, it's kind of a broken record. More rain, a couple of isolated thunderstorms moving through southern Wisconsin. This pattern will continue at least for another 24 hours or so. Rainfall amounts will probably total another ½ inch or so, or a little bit more, especially north and west of Madison through early on Thursday morning. Temperatures right now upper 40s to the lower to middle 50s. Tomorrow, high temperature only at 53, off and on rain through the day. We'll have to wait for at least the end of next week before we see better conditions.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great night, and we'll see you back here at 10.